Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Learn Plan Profit. Hope you guys are all having an amazing start to your Thursday. I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen. It looks like we're getting a little bounce off of Facebook. I'm going to show you guys my exit. I have my limit order and all that set when I sold. But yeah, I mean, for those that were able to tune in, let me actually just start sharing my screen. But yeah, what's going on, guys? So thank you guys again for tuning in live. If you guys are tuning in live, be sure to comment. I really like when you guys are active within the morning live chat, especially for those that are, and we're part of Learn Plan Profit. So, it's definitely much more of a community aspect. So let's make sure that we note that. One thing that I am identifying right now is that based on previous patterns, first of all, the MACD, the RSI was very oversold, overbought, right? Due for a pullback. MACD was very overextended, and then the MACD started to indicate signs of a potential pullback. Not only just that, but during pre-market hours, you could see that there was a previous resistance right around this specific area, right? Right there, and it had a support right around here, right? So that's just pretty much what I'm noticing. Actually, this was right before the market opened, and then it had a really nice shoot up. So that definitely played out in our favor. One thing that I was like, so I got it on Facebook at 172, sold at 50, and yeah. So the thing that's going on with like Facebook is, first of all, I've never traded Facebook before today, right? So I'm looking at my position, and it says year to date my profit is $1,186.41. I know yesterday I covered a little bit over $400, but if I go on my and this is just you guys, is this just me or something? But my P&L on the day is like messed up. My average price for Facebook was like 173 for the swing trade that I held, and then I sold at the price of where was it at? Sold right here. Um, does it have it? Let's see. Yeah, right here. 178.16, sold the 150 shares. But my P&L on the day, okay, well now it's not showing it, but my P&L on the day showed that I was down like $5,000, like 5,900. So I just wanted to make sure that if you guys are experiencing the same thing, to not discourage yourself or not think that you're actually down. Just look at your overall account size, and you should be able to see that you're actually up. So I made a little bit over $1,000 on that Facebook position. I want to give again, and all the just like thank yous have to be to each and every single one of you. So many of you direct messaged me about Facebook and this huge drop that it had, and I think we played it out very well. We waited for it to really start to consolidate. It broke above the EMA line. We waited for pretty much the very simple patterns. My initial entry was right around 166, believe it or not, and then I ended up selling my position right as it hit 174. It pulled back, sold my first position, started buying the dip more, and that's when I went live yesterday. So I'm very happy with the profits that I was able to bring on Facebook, because it just made sense. It just made sense on why when there's a huge drop due to news, it makes sense on why it can recover. But why am I not swing trading it as of right now? I think because the news is so relevant. If we look at this a little bit closer, again, understanding the low points and high points within the day with relevant patterns, I could see that as of right now, it's a little bit more on the overbought side. Does that make sense? So if it breaks above these specific price points, then of course, I can set my alert, and then I could revisit to see if I could potentially want to get into Facebook, maybe for a day trade, or even maybe for a swing trade. But as of right now, with understanding that this is the low point, this is the high point intraday as a day trade, right? Within these are relevant like patterns, like supports and resistance levels on where it bounced at, where it peaked out at, then I want to take that into consideration when I want to lock in profits. Because yes, I'm up, the couple $100, right, or the couple $1,000. But if I don't sell and lock in profits, and then it sells back off, and then I'm right back down here, I just gave back everything that I made. Or I can lock in profits, understanding that I'm at a high point, right? It pulls back, and then because now I'm at a good buy range, if I see the reversal happening, I still stick to the very basics, right? Then I can re-enter and then make another maybe couple $100, right? I could re-enter, and there's much greater opportunity because I locked in profits already at a higher range. Does that make sense? EGAN with a huge sell-off. Let's check that out. Wow. Does this put it below? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it does put it below. Facebook just broke below its support. Super. I'm sorry for all those that are still invested. I think that's a pretty good sign for us. What I'm going to do with this one with EGAN is I'm going to put an alert to see if it starts reversing back up. If it does, great. If it doesn't, then we could forget about it. Congrats to all those that are still in CROX. It hit highs of $19 today, and it's really starting to show more signs of a continuous uptrend pattern. It is a little bit more on the overextended side, so I missed out on that opportunity there. But for my initial entry around the 1760, it looks like it did cover about 8%, a little bit more than 8%. So that's super attractive, right? For me now, it's a little bit more on the overextended side. I don't know if I told you guys, but I took a screenshot. I took a position on my Fidelity account, right? I sold the shares, I think yesterday or the day before, for CROX. I took a position on Facebook during extended hours for that stock market growth challenge, and I was able to cover 4%. And I was using margin on this one. And again, it shows the same thing on percentage loss, that I lost like 18%, which is impossible because my purchase price was like, what was it? It was like 171 or something like that, and I ended up selling at what was it? I have the entry and the exit. I'm gonna make a video about it later. But my exit was at 178 and 53 cents, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go ahead and see what's going on here. It looks like it might be consolidating around this area. The MACD is starting to kind of flatline. So all my Robinhood graphs are red today. Yeah, so let's make sure that I built myself, at least for myself, right? I built myself a really nice cushion. Yesterday I was able to cover a little bit over $2,800. For those that tuned in live for the entire live stream and stuff like that. So $2,800, like that's my weekly goal. Like that's my weekly goal. And I was up, over $600 the day prior, and I want to make sure that I don't, give back my profits if I don't have to, right? So now with this $1,000 that well, the difference was like I already locked in like 400 then. So with the difference of the $600, 6 to 700. That puts me well over $3,000, almost $4,000 for the week, and that's a huge week for me. I'm not gonna say, like I said it in yesterday's video when I talked about my $2,000 profit, that this isn't a normal day for me. It's like I was dancing around like a little girl, right, or a little kid in a candy shop. I was super, and the thing that I kept talking about was like it was so beautiful, like how easy it was, like to trade yesterday. Everything was just working out. And I know the past 2 days prior to that were so difficult. And those are the days that like we love, that everything falls into place. And let's make sure, I have 2 days left to see if I find opportunity to present itself. And if I don't, then guess what? We don't have to actually take a position. We did amazing with Facebook. We absolutely killed it with Facebook, right? We absolutely killed it with the trades, UWT yesterday. If I'm not mistaken, UWT, I know it's actually pulling back now. So, but yeah, there's a lot of stocks that are currently in the red. That's good. And there's a lot of stocks that are pulling back today. There's some that are doing really well. Let's see where JNUG is at. So usually when there's this market volatility, I like to focus on something like this. So let's see where this is at. Ooh, EGAN with that quick recovery. So do you guys see this potential, reversal here? It looks like it's hitting a resistance right around $13, but it looks like it's trying to bounce. There we go. So I'm going based off yesterday's highs of around 1310. I'm going to go to highs of about 1305. That's about 1.25%. It's not huge, right? And man, I've been struggling all July, 100% Jolt. Like if it wasn't for this week and how it's played out, it would have It's been my like worst month. Like last week was one of my worst weeks ever. So ticker symbol GBLU or JBLU. Wow. Come on, Rick. So JetBlue, okay, so JetBlue did also have a pretty aggressive sell-off. You have to understand, like, this doesn't have like the hype behind like Facebook would. It looks a little bit overextended, and there just broke that EMA line, which was valid throughout its entire pattern. So it would have been really nice to have captured this, as it did cover about a little bit over 2%. I'm gonna set my alert here. And I'm going to set my alert also if it bounces around the SMA indicator, as that's where it really caught a lot of traction. So we'll see where it goes from here. For a swing trade for potential recovery. I mean, it's been descending, so it has been, you know, it has had pretty aggressive sell-offs, and it doesn't usually recover too quickly. So, yeah. There we go. Oh, there we go. Nice little scalp. All right. Nice little bounce here. Let's see if it could break above that. It got rejected by that middle VWAP. That's good to see. Or good to know, right? That's why we didn't take that position. WTW, this is Weight Watchers, 180-day analysis. A lot of consolidation, right? No confirmation of a full-on uptrend, so this is going to be kind of different. We want to make sure that we don't force it. Looking at previous patterns, we could try to identify like the low points, the high points, and how it tends to push up. Gush took a dip. Gush did not take a dip. Wow, holy crap. It hit highs of 41 today. I did not know that it hit that, it went that high. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. I did not know that, or was aware that Gush pushed up that high. I like the MACD on Gush. Oh, there it goes. Let's check this out. Whoa, not 100% positions. Whoa, not that either. Pushed up to the middle view up already. Wow, that was 1.5% already. Are you excited for the natural gas report? Yeah, that's definitely something that we can look out for and see which one dips, right? The MACD indicator looks good on Gush. Do you guys see this? It's sold off. It's validating this SMA indicator. It offers this this day trade range. Here we go. There's another push. Let's see. Here we go. Facebook back up is what it's saying, right? So there's a lot of consolidation that's happening. So let's set the alerts at the support of 176. If we break below that, then we'll probably see a sell-off. But if you see that EMA line start pointing back up, then even as a day trade, I mean, with the resistance at 180 around that area, right? It's about 1.71%. That's definitely pretty attractive. So it looks like we got rejected. Dang it. I don't even know why I didn't acknowledge that. We just got rejected by the middle VWAP. I mean, I feel like, so this question is saying, why do I think the tech sector, what's it called, stocks sold off after yesterday, after market hours? Well, Facebook's a huge influence in that tech sector, right? And if you see something like Facebook sell off like, you know, 20 to 30%, then it definitely has a huge negative catalyst towards the overall sector itself. It makes you question everything else because Facebook is such a like a big player, right? Yep, I agree. 24% drop was legendary indeed. Yeah, I've never seen anything like that on Facebook, and that's why I was so like, wow, like again, focusing on good deals, right? That was such a great opportunity. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know, Troy. Yeah, so let's see for you guys and D guys, let's see where this stands. So you guys has been showing signs of a potential reversal. And then D guys, I'm guessing, is a little bit more on the overextended side. Yeah, so this one's the one that's more descending. If we do a 10-day analysis based on the last Thursday, D guys was the one that had the very aggressive sell-off. So that's definitely in the favor. So if we go having the same experience, then that would be in favor of you guys, and especially as it pushed up, it got rejected by this SMA, got rejected, and then now it's pushing up. So this might be something that we might find interesting. So again, I don't personally like holding during earnings. That's my style. Doesn't mean that that's something you have to do yourself. It's just what I don't like to do. So. All right. Yeah. What do I think about the JetBlue sell-off? The JBLU, so JetBlue LU. I mean, I think that this is offering more of a descending pattern. It's less attractive than something like Facebook, right? I do think because it's a sell-off due to earnings, there's a lot of like hype and irrelevance, right? So I think that there's going to be some form of recovery, and I could see it coming back to maybe like the EMA indicator. But let's make sure that like even like day trading it until then. Like right now, it looks overextended, just like we said, right? It looks expected to pull back, and again, it's still we still want to focus on getting a good deal and all that good stuff. So, later, brother. So Facebook is actually showing signs of this bounce. So how many of you guys got back into Facebook? That might have been so it's up about almost 1%. Amazing. Austin, I love that. Congrats again on that huge trade. Do you guys mind if you excuse me like for 1 second? I need to blow my nose. All right, let's see. No, Ricky, you can't blow your nose. Sorry about that. There we go. We got a pretty solid sell-off. So it looks like it's making higher lows now. Gush is definitely struggling to show signs of a reversal of pattern. It's getting rejected by that middle VWAP, and that EMA line, the direction is still pointing down, so that's definitely something that we want to take into consideration. There it goes. It just broke below that $40 price point. So it's CROX. All right, CROX is definitely still showing signs of that. Oh, it covered 1%. It has more margin, yeah, about another 1% if it makes new highs, which means it's definitely in that direction. UWT had that nice little dip by. Really nice ascending uptrend pattern, middle and top VWAP. It's textbook pattern, right? Very simple to understand the low points and the high points and all that good stuff. So the margin isn't great, so that's definitely something that you want to take into consideration. On the 180-day analysis, I wanted to recap on this. It's getting very close to that SMA indicator. It's not making higher highs anymore, so definitely something that you want to take into consideration for others that are swing trading DNR. I'd be a little iffy about it. It's like at a critical point where it might start to descend. Let's be careful with this. If it starts to sell off below 176, I could see this not only drop maybe to the SMA, but all the way down to that middle VWAP. So again, with percentages, it's not a huge percentage. It's about 1 to maybe 3%, but it's definitely still something. Really nice dip by. Wow. Holy moly, EGAN with that recovery. Watch out for this SMA as a resistance. It's pretty much what's been holding it back during market open hours. Turn on my other monitor. Sorry about that. Yep, coming back up to the open. Yep, so it's only down about 2% on the day. It definitely looks a little bit on the overextended side to get to with that MACD. I'm going to put you guys into this. How are you guys feeling about today? How are you guys feeling about so I'm going to stay live until the natural gas report comes out. I just want to see how it plays out and then kind of go from there. I don't know if I'm going to trade it or not. I'm going to stay very, very laid back today. I'm up over the $600 for my Facebook position today. And yeah, like I don't want to force a trade. I know I'm in on Gush right now, but I see Gush on the 180-day chart definitely showing signs of a pretty consistent uptrend pattern. So, and I'm in with like a 40% position. So I'm comfortable with that. There's no break of pattern that I see going on just yet. If there is, then I can simply cut losses, but I don't want to give back too much of the profits, right? That we're able to cover today. So again, just a friendly reminder that CROX is a little bit more on the overextended side. EJN validating that EMA. Let's check this out. Yeah, so it's definitely pushing up, and this is a very slow moving ticker, and it moves in increments of 5, right? With the spread. Up 8% this week. Hard to buy into anything unsure of. I agree. So you're feeling like garbage. What's going on, Bradley? Is it just certain positions that you feel like you've been missing out on, or? Yeah, so like so with this specific question, it's saying like last week you covered over 15%. This week all your positions have been green and you've had red and you've had to cut losses. Have you felt like all the positions that you've been taking this week have been proper setups, as in like you weren't forcing them, like they made sense on why you were entering them and they were showing signs of an ongoing uptrend? Like if that was the approach and they still went did not go according to plan, I'd be really surprised. I saw a lot of them have really nice setups but no confirmation of an uptrend. And what's it called? And when it comes down to that general understanding, like, I want to make sure that, yeah. So I wanted to ask you that question first. Gush just broke above. Okay. So Gush is still showing signs like of a descending pattern. Let's check this out. Okay, Bradley. So, it sounds like you're being a little bit more like as of right now, it's like a little bit more emotional, right? So um, you feel like the market's like against you and stuff like that. And I've definitely been in that situation where I feel like every time I take a position, the stock does the exact opposite. And it sounds like you're trading a lot of the stocks maybe that I'm trading with these um, like ETFs and stuff like that. I wanted to ask you, like, have you tried trading like slower moving stocks and aiming for like, 2 to 3% growth a week and just focus on those like ongoing uptrends, like good deals, and just cover that 2 to 3% margin? Is that something that you've, yeah, done? There we go. Nice call out, Jay. Thank you again for that. The MACD looks good. RSI makes sense. Definitely in the good deal range. It looks like it has margin to push up, so around maybe 60 to highs of $61, right? So it's today's the first day of it pushing up, so let's make sure that we don't get ahead of ourselves. I think that it could push up and then pull back, and we can still get in for a good entry. So I see. Yeah, Brad, let's talk it over, or Bradley. Let's talk it over and see kind of what we can plan out. Here we go. So Rick, I'm thinking about getting into soy beef or a swing. That doesn't give me so Vince. I mean, I'm happy to hear that, but like, if you wanted me to give you my own 2 cents, like I didn't see your plan or anything like that. So, um, yeah, feel free to share that. 100%. That's a great like what's it called, analysis on or observance on Facebook is especially when the news and the hype is still very relevant. Um, what's it called? Um, it had a huge sell off, and even I mean, I know Facebook can be a little bit different, but that it continues to sell off a little bit more. That's why I was so pro locking in profits on this one, and you can see that it's making like higher lows, right? So with that being said, it's still showing more signs of like this like bear flag pattern with the overall support right here, right around 176. So um, I could be completely wrong, right? But yeah, I do think that it is showing signs of a descending pattern with an overall horizontal support. It could sell off, break, and not only break down to 170 again, but continue to sell off. So we'll see how it goes. All right, looks like we got 14 minutes until UGAS and DGAS start to play out. So UGAS is descending intraday, so still trading between the middle and bottom VWAP, and then DGAS is doing the exact opposite. So sold my position for $160 profit, and then love that. Daniel, super happy to hear that. Daniel, we must be cousins. I like that last name. Let's check this out. Okay, so with forward as of right now, no signs of any reversal or anything like that. So I could set my alert because the previous support that I had was right around 1050. So I'm going to set my alert for the break above that and kind of go from there. Because I want a proper indication of a reversal, and there's not any of that just yet. So I know I might be missing out on about 5%, but that's okay because again, I have much more margin to cover over here, right? So I need to be patient, wait for that reversal, and then kind of go based off of that. So I like the pattern on UWT. It has to be one of my my favorite patterns as of right now. I like how it had this sell-off, it's showing signs of this reversal, and it's staying very true to this EMA line. That's definitely something that I find very attractive. So even like as a day trade, I know it had a little nice little dip by, but it offers like about a 2% margin. So I'll just have to follow up with it. Yeah, so that's good. So you did a technical analysis on the 180, isn't looking good. Maybe it's not the best position. So you could always set your alerts, follow up with it, and kind of go based off of that. Let's see. Greg, I love that. You guys crack me up. Oh my God. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I actually dyed my hair back. It actually does not look good at all. My roommates dyed it, and man, they missed some spots. So, but it's just hair, so it's okay. We're not too picky about that stuff. Shave your head? No. So the MACD is still selling off. It's doing a very similar pattern like it did right before market open. So yeah, that's what was going on last week. I was blonde the past 2 to 3 weeks, and my trades have been horrible. I go back to being brown-haired, and first day back, I have one of my best days. Guys, it's the hair. It's the crystal ball, as you guys like to call it. Let's see. So Facebook, wow, very close to that support. ARQL just broke above its. Okay, so it broke above that middle VWAP. It's still moving very slow today, so not too focused on that. WTW did a really nice, had a really nice push up, resistance based on previous highs around that general area, so that definitely makes sense. Maybe if you dye it black, you'll become the Wolf of Wall Street. No, I'm good. I think we're doing fine as of right now. Wow. Yes, crack me up. So natural gas, it's going in between the bottom and middle VWAP. Hopefully, keeps going down. Okay, so it sounds like you might be going for DGAS, right? But yeah, we'll see. So I have right now. Oh, there it goes. Facebook just broke below its support. Watch out for this sell-off. Let's see. Is it gonna continue to break it? Because it broke below, did it? 176. No, my color, my natural hair color is like brown, like dark brown, like this. All right, let's see where this goes. Yeah, guys, I'm struggling today with finding anything else. Yeah, you guys is descending 5-day, 5-minute chart. Okay, so it makes sense on why it might potentially bounce here. So we'll set an alert, but there is no indication of the reversal, so it's not breaking above, so it can continue to sell off, right? 5-day, 15-minute, 20-day, 1 hour. Okay, so and then 180 days. Kabir, thank you again for the nice little reminder. So WTI had a nice little dip. That's nice. So yeah, so it's showing signs of like a descending pattern. That's good. On the 180-day chart, I could see why you find that to be attractive. showing signs of this potential reversal. It's making higher highs. Will it make higher lows? Definitely something that we could revisit. And I think my alerts are already set, so let's do it, Kabir. Yeah, I see that. So FB had a really nice little bounce on at 176, but will it continue to make higher highs, or is it going to get rejected again? We'll see, because last time it hit highs of, what was that, 170, 177.45. There we go. So Gus MACD crossover. I like it, Jake. Thank you again for the reminder. So what he's talking about is this crossover from red to green, right? So if you guys had your little arrows on, it would signal that it's a buy. I turned mine off as I don't like to rely on any indication of a buy. I think that's why, you know, we educate ourselves on when to buy. So is your TOS still lagging on you? No, it's doing much better today, so really happy to see that. I like that, Austin. Austin, thank you again for tuning in. And Austin, if you can do me the biggest favor, I actually wanted to jump on a call with you. If you can direct message me, and then I'll give you my number. I wanted to jump on a call with you and ask you a couple questions. But yeah, so Facebook looks like it's pushing up. It just broke above 177.40, 177.45. There it goes. Let's see what happens here. Sounds good, Austin. Thank you again. Take it easy. Yeah, I've been getting a lot more people complain about Robinhood. I'm really sorry that you guys are having such bad experiences. I do want to let you guys know, for all those that are part of or have ever been interested in TD Ameritrade, just a friendly reminder that you get 500 free trades and no commissions, right? So no commissions for the first 60 days. Once you have, I think $2,500 or $3,000 in your TD Ameritrade account. So the TD Ameritrade account, first of all, is free. But then once you fund it, you know, uh, and again, this is just, I'm pretty sure you can do this. Don't hold me to this, but it's when you open up a new account, right? So let's say you fund this account $2,500 or $3,000. Let's just say it's $3,000. You get 500 free trades, or for the first 60 days, you get free trades, right? You'll be able to use the same thing that I use. You have to pay no commission, so it's the same incentives as Robinhood, just with, you know, much more activity. And be sure to call them, right? It's promo code 220. It's not anything that's exclusive for TechBuds or Learn Plan Profit. It's something that they offer. And then after those 60 days are over, if you still don't think you're ready, I believe a little hack that the individual told me that you can do is then call them again, open up another account, fund that $2,000 to $3,000, whatever it is, and then you'll get another 60 trades because it's a separate brokerage account. So yeah. My commissions as of right now are $4.95. Yeah. Just wanted to make sure that I share that with you guys. All right, guys, 3 minutes until the natural gas report. And Facebook got rejected. So VKTX. Whoa. Okay, so it's starting to show signs of a potential reversal. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's pretty low volume. We could see that with the bars. It's a pretty consistent uptrend pattern. It looks like it's been manipulated before due to some form of news. I don't think it has that much volume altogether. So I don't like this. It looks like it's been trying to recover ever since. The volume has been dying out. So looking at the past, let's say 20 days, looking at the low points and looking at the high points, I think it's a little bit higher than it is lower. And looking at the 5-day, 5-minute, I'd say 1120 is a resistance. I don't think the margin is necessarily worth it in my eyes. Compared to everything else that we're looking at, I don't think that it's that attractive. But I appreciate the call out. Ooh, great call out, Dan. Here we go. CPG with this huge sell-off. Nice, nice. Exactly what we want to see. Let's set the alert for the reversal. Well, it's not what we want to see for those that are already invested, but for those that are not, they could show, oh wow, and right where I set my alert, that's where the middle VWAP is at. I like it. Offers a really nice range for recovery, so I don't think it's going to recover all within one day, but definitely something that we could revisit. One more minute, so let's go ahead and go to you guys. We have, which way is it going? Is it going to be bullish or, let's check it out. And again, just a friendly reminder, after this, I am done with the live stream. I'm really tired. I've been really, oh, there we go. So just like kind of we expected, you guys with the push up. Nice. Top VWAP, again, don't forget to lock in profits. Friendly reminder. Same you guys, I like it. Yeah, great call out, guys. Great reminder. Nice percentage that it had to offer there. So if this thing sold off, it sold off about 2 to 3% is what it normally does. It pushed up quite a bit. So just know that sometimes as it pushes up very quickly, it can pull back just as quick. So it's up to you on what it is that you decide to do. So it was a little bit less than a 2% push. So it went from here to here. Oh no, 2.31. There it goes. Here. I was going to see if getting in for a dip buy is worth it. Check this out. Whoa, way too many shares. Let's see, just waiting for any indication of a reversal. Sad, sad parrot. What happened? My TOS froze. Ah, I see, man. Sorry about that. Alrighty, guys. I'm really happy to see that so many of you guys did so well with you guys. So that's really nice to see. I like that. Thank you again, Kyle, for the reminder. Am I considered a professional trader? Well, professional means I make money on it, right? So I'm not a licensed trader, if that's what you are asking. But are we profitable? Definitely. All right. Wow, I didn't even check, but Facebook actually just broke below that support. Yeah, I'm not too sure about this. We'll set the alert and then we'll leave it from that. But yeah, so oh, nice little reversal. But yeah, no, yeah, I'm not licensed. I've never said that I was licensed or anything like that. That's why we don't give any stock advice. But that's pretty much it for today, team. So we did a really good job with Facebook, and even with that 1 day swing, it recovered a huge amount of profits for us, and it looks like it's selling off. And I'm just going to try to be patient for another good entry as of today. So yeah, I'm a professional money dancer. That's what I am, professional money dancer. So hope you guys all have an amazing rest of your Thursday. I think I'm going to take a nap. I feel very, I think I'm running on. Yesterday was one of my worst days. Believe it or not, I was super excited yesterday because of the profits that we're making. I was running on 2 hours and 10 minutes of sleep yesterday. And today I slept a lot much better. I slept at like 2 o'clock last night. So 2 or 1. But yeah, definitely very tired. I almost feel sick. So I'm going to try to catch up on some rest. And that's really just it. So I'll respond to a couple of Discord messages and then take like a 30-minute nap or something like that and then kind of go from there. So kid counts his sleep to minutes. Yeah, I have to. So thank you guys again so much. Hope you guys all have an amazing rest of your day. Continue working hard. Continue following your dreams. Let your passion be what drives your success. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.